All right, let's talk about how to have fantastic posture when playing the saxophone. And it's a little more involved with the saxophone than it is on some instruments because of this neck strap. So there's going to be a lot of things with the neck strap that we're going to be talking about, and the neck itself. So first I want to talk about if you're going to stand while you play. Okay, if I'm going to stand while I play the saxophone, let me get rid of my chair. I might have the saxophone maybe more in front of my body than off to the side, like when I'm sitting. So in order to do that, I might have to adjust my mouthpiece and twist it. I might need to twist the mouthpiece so that when I'm sitting with the saxophone in front of me, my mouthpiece is like this, okay? If I had it twisted a little, then my head would go like this. That's a weird way to play the saxophone. Or the wrong way, like that. That would be really strange. So you want to make sure that your head is always straight up and down. And if it's not, just twist your mouthpiece so it works. Okay, the second thing that's really important when standing is how far out your neck strap is or how far in. And this is same for sitting. The rule is the instrument comes to you. Don't bring yourself to the instrument. You bring the instrument to you. So in order to do that on saxophone, let's say I have my neck strap right here, a little too loose. If I sat or stood with great posture and I brought the saxophone up and I didn't move my head at all, and I'm letting the saxophone hang on the neck strap, you can see that it came to my chin. And in order to play, I would have had to gone like this. Right? And that's bringing myself to the instrument, not bringing the instrument to me. So if you notice it's too low, then you got to tighten it up a little bit. Okay? Now I'm going to tighten it too much. I'm going to tighten it too much. If I was to sit like this and I bring it to me, it's on my nose. I can't play the saxophone with my nose, okay? You can't do that. So I would have to go like this and bring myself up to the saxophone. You don't want to do that. So you have to find the perfect length of neck strap so that when you're sitting, the instrument comes straight into your mouth. And little minor adjustments might need to happen in order for that to be perfect. You want it to be perfect. So we were talking about standing while playing. Okay, if I was to stand, get my neck strap perfect, right? That's a little too long. There we go. When I transition to sitting down, the neck strap, it might be too long or short, usually too long. So usually when people sit down, they tighten their neck strap a little bit. So when you're sitting, the instrument comes straight to you. Now on saxophone, I teach beginners to have their saxophone off to the side when they're sitting down. First of all, you need to sit on the front edge of your chair, not the back, because that'll cause you to slouch. Sit on the front edge, have your feet flat or crossed underneath you. You don't want your legs like all sprawled out, you know. And I teach beginners to have their saxophone on the right side of their leg. The reason is because usually middle schoolers, or when they start playing their instrument, are a little smaller than full-grown adults. And you know, you might see saxophone players playing right between their legs like this. And that's great, but you have to be tall enough to do that. Notice how when I do that, my arm is not resting on my leg, it's above. Some of you, if you try to do that, your arms would be on your legs, and you want to avoid that. So I teach holding it off to the side. Now we got to make three adjustments to make that happen. One, you need to adjust your neck strap so that when you put your instrument up, it comes straight to your mouth. The second thing you need to adjust is the neck. You might need to twist it to the left a little or to the right because the instrument is at a slant in front of you. It's kind of at an angle. It's not straight up and down. So you need to adjust the neck so the mouthpiece comes to you. And the third thing you need to do, which we talked about earlier, is twist that mouthpiece so you don't go like this. A lot of saxophone players go like this. All right, and that's not good. You want your head straight up and down. So those are all the important things about posture with your saxophone. Okay, let me show you again. I have it off to the side. You bring the instrument to you. It should go straight into your mouth. You adjust the mouthpiece and the neck as necessary. It should be slightly angled in front of you. And last thing I want to talk about is, remember how when we were playing, we want the mouthpiece coming straight out of our mouth, not down at an angle like this. So some people have their saxophone too far back on their leg. You need to push the saxophone a little more forward on your leg. And if you're a smaller individual, it might be pretty far forward on your leg. For me, it's a little towards the back because I'm pretty tall. But you know, and so then you might need to adjust your neck strap and bring the instrument to you. So the angle of the mouthpiece is straight into the mouth, not down like a clarinet angle, okay? Loosen the neck strap, push the right hand forward, bring the mouthpiece straight to you. And that's how you sit with great posture. Let me show you right here. Tighten this a little. Just like that. I actually need to tighten it a little more. See how I'm making these little minute adjustments? Notice I'm not like this. I'm not leaning back. Nothing like that, okay? You want to sit with great posture because that allows your lungs on the inside of your body to have space to expand. And you need big lungs to play saxophone. You want to make sure you have as much air as you can, okay? That's how you sit and stand to play the alto sax.